Today is December 24th, 2018. We have an update for you from the Peaceful Valley Board of Trustees, big new project. My name is Mark Myers.
And I'm Jessica Anselment. This is Donkey Rescue TV.
My name is Mark Myers. Most people just call me the Burro Man. I travel the country with my dogs rescuing donkeys from abuse, neglect, abandonment, or sometimes it's just wild burros that the government doesn't want anymore. My staff helps me care for more than 3,000 donkeys all across the country. Donkey rescue is not what we do, it's who we are.
So back in November, we had our fall Board of Trustees meeting where we get together and we discuss, all of the various projects that Peaceful Valley has going on. And one of the new initiatives that was brought up was Peaceful Valley's pledge to no longer use single-use plastic in an effort to save the planet. So let's tell us a little more about that.
Well, Amy and I have actually been doing the no plastic thing for a while. We're the ones who brought it to the board, and we wanted to make sure that it was doable. I spent a lot of time in the deserts. Used to have a cooler full of water bottles. Now I don't. Now I bring reusable jugs. We used to use our Keurig machine with K-cups. And now we have a reusable cup that we can use in that
Right.
doesn't generate plastic. Little things people don't think about. Straws. It has a useful life of 20 minutes, and it will last in a landfill for 600 years.
Unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
And you find water bottles and other single-use plastic products all out in Death Valley, this beautiful landscape.
And they last forever. The sun doesn't have any impact on them. Mylar balloons is another thing we always find in the desert. You buy them for your kid turns it loose. Where do you think it goes?
Right.
It goes out in the desert. And it
Right.
affects the desert life. The plastic in the oceans affects the marine life.
Right, we've all seen those shocking images of, just trash island out in the Pacific. That's
When I did my
larger than
book,
Texas.
when I did Donkeys of the Caribbean, every island I visited had a side that the plastic and trash washed up on.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go away.
Right, and unfortunately, climate change can be kind of a hot topic politically.
It's very political now.
And we're not going to get political. That's not what we're all about, but...
I don't think anybody thinks plastic's a good idea. It's convenient.
No. Right.
But,
it's cheap, it's convenient, but
is convenience worth our future?
Exactly.
Our children's future.
Exactly.
It's really out of control.
Yeah.
Let me just give you some statistics. And y'all can follow along at PVDRpledge.com and you'll see all these statistics. The world's population consumes 1 million soda and water bottles per minute. Per minute. So in the time it's taken us to do this, we're talking 15 to 20 million bottles will have been consumed just during this video.
Unbelievable. And of course, these things are not getting recycled.
No.
They're not.
No, what we used to do is we took whatever little bit of plastic got recycled and sold it to China, who turned it into carpet, which carpet never gets recycled, by the way.
Right.
Now they're not buying any more of it, so it's just going to end up in the landfills.
Exactly.
Here in San Angelo, Texas, they're talking about doing away with our recycling program because nobody participates.
Right, and it's too expensive to upkeep.
It really is. There's so many. 40 billion plastic utensils are produced in the U.S. each year. 40 billion. You use them once, you throw them away, and they last forever. 75 million U.S. households have a Keurig K-cup machine. Even the guy that invented it wished he hadn't.
Right, right.
And so, if you really think about that, 75 million. If every machine only made 2 or 3 cups a day, that's still a staggering amount of trash that we're generating.
Yeah.
1 trillion plastic shopping bags are used every day.
Right. Yeah, that's a shift that my family and I made a while ago, were the reusable grocery bags. And by the way, they hold groceries a lot better. Your cans aren't busting through the bottom of the plastic anymore.
And Peaceful Valley, you can get on our store, and we have reusable shopping bags.
Yep.
So you can support donkeys and not
spread awareness while saving the planet.
Exactly. There's just so much that we're always cutting edge. Peaceful Valley is the largest equine rescue anywhere in the world. And Amy and I cutting out single-use plastic really has no impact on the planet.
Right.
Right? It makes us feel better, but now, we're the company-wide, we're launching on January 1st. We're doing away with all single-use plastic on the main facility here in Texas, the one in Arizona, and the one in Virginia. A little bit more impact. Now, we can't, of course, control what the employees do in their own homes, but we
Sure.
hope that they kind of catch the fever and apply this to their homes. And then we want to see it spread maybe to our satellite adoption centers, our satellite training
Exactly.
centers,
Yeah.
our generaling, and then we can present it to folks at home, our donors. We send out a lot of emails, and while we're not changing the mission of Peaceful Valley, we will always be a donkey rescue first and
Right.
foremost. But this is just one thing that I think is important. It does affect the quality of life for the burros in the desert. So it is very relevant to what we do. And yes, it's not the most convenient thing. It's easier to throw
Yeah.
things away than it
Yeah.
is to reuse, but it's not impossible.
It's not, and I think there is a lot to be said too about, you know, having support from your community, you know, so yeah, we're gonna, you know, we start on the ranch, then we move to our transportation hubs, and when you have that support, when you see other people doing it, oh yeah, they just carry around their reusable water bottles and fill them up all day. You know, oh, that is easy. You know, when you get in the habit of putting your reusable grocery bags in the car, you know, because I know when I started doing that, it was, I'd get to the store and be like, oh, I forgot my bags at home. So then I just had to create this habit of, you know, when I unloaded my groceries, I put the bags back in the car,
Right.
and, you know, then they're just there. But when you have this accountability with one another, when you and I went to the PVDR East Symposium
Yes.
in Oktoberfest, I gotta tell you, I had a plastic water bottle, and I got in the car, and Mark had his reusable one, and the shame and guilt that I felt.
But at the time, nobody knew that Amy and I were going to propose this. And so I told Jess on that trip, and I shamed you.
Yeah, and that day at Dunktoberfest, I went and got myself a reusable water bottle, and I have not had a plastic water bottle since. It just, you know.
It's
and-
so easy to do.
Right, and when you see your friends doing it, when you see how, it really is easy. You just have to make the habit of it. And
Because right now, everything is a habit. You're in the habit of getting, like in California's done away with shopping bags.
Right,
Basically. You have to
right,
buy them. It's not
yeah.
an automatic.
Yeah.
But everywhere else, it's automatic. They just put it in the bag. Most of the time, you don't need to put your one item in a plastic
No,
bag.
you're doing self-checkout and you have a loaf of bread.
Right.
You don't then need to put the loaf of bread in a bag to carry it out of the store. Just carry a loaf of bread.
You know, you can buy, and I wish I'd brought them today, you can buy plant-based utensils. They look plastic.
Yeah.
And I actually had some for the trustee meeting, and I kind of tricked everybody. But they're not made of petroleum, and they do decompose. Same with cups, plastic cups made from corn and other plant-based materials. It's available. It's not expensive.
Right.
And so there are other things out there. People just need to be aware. So we got some websites up y'all can look at. You know, we'd like for you to take the PVDR Pledge. Go to pvdrpledge.com, read all about it, and you know what? Join the team.
Hey, and you know, tell you what, if you get yourself one of our water bottles, or you have your own reusable water bottle already, and you share something on social media, use the little hashtag PVDR Pledge, and
Absolutely.
we'll boost you out there on our social
We
media
will.
accounts too, because it's just, you know, we're all in this together. It doesn't matter what side of any spectrum you fall on. This is all our planet. It's the donkey's planet, and it's, I mean, all of us share it. We have to do a better job taking care of it, and it's easy. So let's just work together on this.
We want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Go to pvdrpledge.com and let's join us in doing this together. And remember that the Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue is supported entirely by private donations. Go to our website, donkeyrescue.org, make a donation today. While you're there, get you a coffee cup, some t-shirts, and hopefully you already did all your Christmas shopping there, right? Y'all be good. We'll see you next time.
Hey Hey y'all, I'm Jessica Anselment. I'm the author of Tink the Bravest Donkey, the newly released children's book about a little donkey who comes home, who happens to wear a boot that the other donkeys don't really understand. It's a really sweet story. 100% of the proceeds from this book are going to go to saving more donkeys like Tink. So check it out, www.donkeyrescue.com. That's our gift shop, and get yourself a copy, get your friends a copy, perfect for ages 3 to 8, or if you're like me, adults too. So thanks.